Now let's talk a little bit more about superimposition of the mind's what I'm talking about. Okay? Now this has been like God's green fullness of life way. The way to go back to increase into God's loving righteousness is to agree with God. This is agreeing with your own redemptive ways. It's both good and evil. What I think is what I'm always going to think. And you can't change my mind. I'm stubborn about it. Or I'm a whip pup, whatever. You stay with that stuff, it's going to take you down. Right? You're going to stay in duality. But whenever God's earthquaking, causing these storms, letting these storms happen in your lives, these pressures, calamity, that thalipsis, okay? To bring about that apocalypse, the revealing of the truth before known, little by little, increasing your racham, your ability to love God as He first loved you, up towards and into God's way of loving, His loving right way of thinking, righteousness, not this wrong way that you think's right, not your right ways, no, not my right ways. It's God's right ways. God's omniscient, omnipresent, omnipotent, right? Now, starting out, the one on top is like put in the place of superior. Superiority. More important to you. What I think is more important than even what God thinks. Even if you're saying the other way, secretly, or out in the open. What I think, me, myself, and I, my own ego that edges God out, is more important than God Himself. We got to repent, metanoia, change our thinker in the midst of us. Right? Remember that? Appa ek eis pros pro. Okay, if not, go back and look at it. Okay, coming back into the in, that's why in. Trusting in relation to God. I in, with relation to resting in God. And that's why in coming into union with God, you got to repent. Change the way you think. Do a 180-degree about face. Turn from putting your own selfishness, die to yourself, your own importance, boom, and let God's righteousness. You are the greatest daddy God. Reverence God, not fear. Put that stuff down and go God's way, and He'll give the increase little by little by little.